I have a question for you. Do you believe everyone deserves to be seen, to be valued for who they are right now? Of course you do. That's why you're awesome. But have you ever stopped to think about the people society often overlooks, the narratives that get missed, the strengths that are underestimated? We're talking about a huge group, often hiding in plain sight: single people. So stick around to find on this video how understanding single people makes all our relationships stronger and more meaningful. You know, being single for years, honestly, there were times I felt like a complete loser. Like I was failing at life because I wasn't coupled up. It's like society tells you that's the only way to truly win. And it's everywhere. You look around, it's couples, doing everything together. Even just doing errands alone sometimes felt hard. And if something broke in the house, forget about it. Holidays, everyone just vanishes with their partners. But you know what? After years of being single, years of struggling with these feelings, years of learning, I realised something important. It wasn't me. It was the story everyone else was telling. The story society tells about single people. And those stories, they are full of BS myths. Let's bust a few right now. The stories that paint single people as less than. Myth number 1. All single people are just secretly pining for a partner. Think about it. Society calls single people desperate, always searching, like we're just waiting to be rescued. And honestly, sometimes it feels like that's what people expect us to be. But here's the real deal. Single people, we're human beings. We want connection, we want love, just like everyone else. And through my years of being single, here's what I learned about that so-called desperation. When you feel desperate for a relationship, it actually pushes the right people away. It attracts the wrong ones. And let's be real, desperate behaviours. You see that in couples too, not just singles. There's a difference between self-improvement, becoming your best self for yourself, and self-sabotage, tearing yourself down because you're single. And single people, we are so much more than desperate. We are building amazing, full lives, right here, right now. Is that desperation? No, that's just life. Myth number 2, single equals lonely. This one always got to me, because yes, honestly, there were moments, especially at first, that I felt incredibly lonely. Being single can be lonely sometimes. But you know what I realised? Loneliness isn't about your relationship status. You can be lonely surrounded by people. You can even be lonely in a relationship. And those quotes? You need to be alone to know yourself. Honestly, I started to hate those because I learned you actually know yourself through all your relationships. Friendships, family, everything. We're social beings. But here's the thing. I also realised that focusing on what I loved to do, even when I was home alone, brought me real joy. Writing this script, for example. Loneliness, it's part of life. Coupled or not, it's not just a single person problem. Myth number 3. Single people aren't whole. This one's the worst, right? That if you're flying solo, you're somehow incomplete. Like you need a partner to be a real person. You know, society sometimes pushes this idea hard, but think about it. Can another person bring joy? Support? Yes, of course, and in healthy relationships. You should be supporting each other's individuality, not trying to complete each other. Because here's the truth. Incompleteness. That can happen in couples too. We've all seen it. Sometimes, honestly, my bank account feels incomplete after rent. But me, incomplete? Wait a second. Incomplete. Last time I checked, fully functioning brain, passport full of stamps. Yeah, I really don't think so. I'm whole right now. You are too. Honestly, spending all this time single, it's been a gift. I've learned so much. I've learned that I can't change people. Let me know if you need a whole other video on this. I learned I don't need to convince anyone to be with me. And no one completes me. I complete myself. It takes guts to build a life you love solo, celebrate solo, choose your own path while staying open to new relationships, and even when you wonder if you're missing out. Singlehood in this culture? It deserves respect, acknowledgement, celebration. It's anything but passive. So to every single person listening, you are whole, you are capable, and your life is rich and meaningful. Right now. Let's shift the whole perspective, starting today, forward. Let's celebrate singlehood. Powerful, vibrant, valid. Being single isn't passive. It's choosing to grow, explore, own your joy. And to those of you in a relationship, we love you, we appreciate you. And do me a favor tonight, celebrate single people. Pick up your phone and text them. Call them every once in a while. Invite them with you. Let's redefine singlehood together. Because single is not a waiting room, it's a launch pad. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. If society doesn't get it yet, well, that's their PR problem.